as I do, that all life is precious. Please give generously to them. We need your help. It's my honor tonight to introduce a former Crittenton resident. Jeanna lived at Florence Crittenton 11 years ago. And I remember her because at the time she was 14, the same age as my daughter. I remember thinking her life had taken an abrupt turn from being a teenager to being a parent. But as you'll hear, she was committed to making things work for her son. Jeanna, please come up.
Before entering the Florence Crittenton home, I was a young 14-year-old girl who thought that life was normal. My mama had 2 jobs and 5 children and was struggling to make ends meet. My siblings and I would run the town while she was at work. Often we would never even make it home. Mama didn't even know where we were anyways. One day my mama took me in for a doctor's visit. As my heart sank, I started to cry, only to know I had to tell Mama. As I entered the waiting room, tears fell down my cheeks. She was worried and asked me what was wrong. I told her to read the paperwork and ran out to the car. With a motherly look on her face, she told me, "It is your choice to either have this baby or we can take care of it now." I sat there thinking to myself, I don't want to take the chance knowing I did not even try. I decided to become a young it truly would be. Around the time I was 8 months pregnant, Mama had a breaking point. Alcohol and drugs turned her life upside down. As she went off to jail, my older sister, younger brother, and I were placed in foster care, only to be days away of having my own little boy, Robert Lee Hotchkiss-Wilson. On May 23rd, 2001, Robert was born, and I felt scared and all alone, but it was time to grow up. I wanted what was best for my beautiful baby boy, and the best was me. One of my very first growing up decisions came about 2 weeks later. Either I was going to the Florence Crittenton home, or the state was going to take my baby boy. Already feeling so scared and alone, I made my decision and said my goodbyes to family and friends. As I accepted the opportunity to be a resident at Florence Crittenton, I knew it would be a huge challenge. I was given warm welcomes by staff, other young mothers, and their children. My stay there was 1 year and 1 day. They taught me multiple qualities that I have now and use in my everyday life. They gave me strength when I was weak, and motherhood became my life. We had chores to keep our living spaces clean, school or work to attend, and children to take care of. We had everything we ever needed at Florence Crittenton home, from someone to talk to when you're down, or helping hands when you need them. FCH provided a warm roof over our heads, food in our tummies, and clothes on our backs. If we needed a diaper, formula, or medicine, all necessities were there, as well as daycare. We earned our privileges through our daily life, as well as our children's too. By the time I left, I was on the honor roll of Helena High School, and my parenting classes and counseling sessions were complete. My goals that were set for me to achieve were done. It was June 7, 2002. and it was time to go home. I made close relationships with other women and children, and staff members too. I had survived the Florence Crittenton challenge and was on my way to achieve more goals. As I returned home to my family and friends, it was as if we were all different people, for the better, that is. Mom was done drinking and doing drugs and was so much more amazing and beautiful. We were all together again and ready to better our lives. I went back to school and got a job to support my child and myself. School, working, being a full-time mom was tough. We moved to the beautiful Bitterroot Valley in 2006. I met the most amazing man that loves me. He became a father figure to Robert, and we had a beautiful baby boy that is now 3. As the years have gone by, I have thought to myself that Florence Crittenton was a true blessing for me. My family and I have been through tough times. We have lost multiple family members the last few years, including my mother in 2011. I worked to get my GED, and I'm now attending the Bitterroot College for an associate's degree in radiology. Robert is now 11 years old and doing great in school as well. I would like to pass the microphone now to Robert, my amazing son. Our time at Florence Crittenton has provided us both with so many wonderful opportunities in life, and I'm so proud of both myself and my son.
If it wasn't for Florence Crittenton, I really don't know where I would be right now. I could be living with a family all the way across the country. I really thank Florence Crittenton for what they did for my mother and I. The activities I am in are the pep club, which is the kids and people who help with posters or sports and etc. I like to do any sport I can get myself into. Last year and the year before that, I got 5th place in the state, 5th place out of the whole state of Montana. Next year, I will be a starter in football and basketball. I love school and I had straight A's. I look up to my mother going back to school. She's doing just as well as I am. She is the best mother an 11-year-old can ask for. My favorite things to do with my family is going camping at Horse Creek Hot Springs and when we go sledding and on road trips. I have a great relationship with my mom, my dad, and the best little brother I can ask for. My little brother and I are inseparable. My mom and I are super close and we would never hide anything from each other. When my dad and I work with each other, it is so hard to get us to stop working. And I give special thanks to Florence Crittenton for helping my mom and I when she was a teenager. But the final forming of a person's character lies in their own hands. Brian Tracy says, "Love only grows by sharing. You can only have more for yourself by giving it away to others." My son and I are so thankful to be a part of Paint the Town Pink. Thank you anyone and everyone for all your loving, kind help and support.
you have given to Florence Crittenton Homes. It is a true blessing.